Hey guys, it's Cooper Ziprick Fishing Outdoors. I'm here to talk to you about live scope settings and tips and tricks. Okay, I'm gonna get into what I'm running for the transducer and the type of battery I'm running. So we run the 14, almost 15 volt, 52 AH lithium battery. Lithiums are good. I recommend lithiums for everything, for fishing electronics. And I wouldn't get lower than 10 volts because then the pictures start to get unclear and it just doesn't run as good. And then for the transducer, I'm running the Garmin 34. Everything we run is Garmin pretty much. And then for the pole and the boat, I'll go after that at the end of this video. But the pole, it's a Summit. The Arc Lab ones are good too, but we just had issues with them in the past. Now I'm gonna start talking about the actual live scope settings and what they do. So first, you'll see this. That's just how warm the water is, and then how fast you're moving, the volts you're getting, the time, everything. This side, how deep it is, that's how far it is. I'd recommend staying at 100 feet and stay at that distance. If you change it around a lot, you won't get used to how far the distances are. And also, if you're in like 10 feet, don't put your thing at exactly 10 feet. I'd recommend putting it at like 35. 35, I feel like it gives the best and clearest picture. And also for gain, more or less is more in this situation, because with your gain, you want a lot of this fuzzy stuff around. Because if you don't, then the actual marks will not look as bright. With this, they'll look really bright and you'll be able to see them in the weeds and stuff. Okay, now I'm gonna go over the actual settings here. Okay, appearance. This is how you change your color here. So you can change, I got amber on, I've always used it. You can get anything, you can get blue. There's a lot of colors to pick from here. It's honestly just personal preference. Color gain, I put 65. I feel like it just gives the clearest picture. Color limit, default, trails, off, bottom fill off. That's just what I've had the best experience with. Okay, now I'm gonna go into layout. Grid overlay, show, scroll history, hide, on-screen control, so you can like control things, yeah, like the depth and stuff. Reverse range, I have it on default. That's like reverse range, so it points 10 feet back when you're holding it. But if you have it on more, the zero will be over here and not over there. So it's kind of just what you need to get used to and stuff. And compressor range, I have on off. I'll move on to noise reject on the low. So you don't want it high, because if you have, or you don't want it totally off either, because noise reject rejects all the noise and the sound waves. So then you wouldn't be able to find your hook as easy if you had it off, but also if you have it on high, it creates a lot of interference and stuff. Ghost reject off, TVG off. TVG, time varying gain. It's just the gain, and it might change. So I just put it on off, and ghost reject off too. Never use default settings with the live scope. This is just personal preference. Speed, to show it's over here. Installation. Install depth, put on 1. It's where the hook, so if you cast off 30 feet, you'll see a splash of water at 1 foot down, because that's how install depth, it means it goes 1 foot down from the surface. If you have it on 0, I don't recommend putting it on 0, because it just gives you an unclear picture on everything, and it's kind of hard to see your hook as it's coming down. Auto stabilize on. Calibrate compass, that's how you just like calibrate the live scope and get it working better. Orientation forward, you could change it to perspective, and it goes like that. And it goes like that, and it helps you see bottom more. Or if you go down, you can also see it. It's like better for ice fishing. If you're ice fishing, I'd recommend doing down. Forward, I recommend all the time. It's easiest, most effective. And then focus, we have auto fresh. Never use default settings. Never. Okay, so that's pretty much my guide to live scopes. I'm gonna have some tips here for you. Okay, the first tip I got, get used to casting. You got to get used to casting at a certain distance to be able to be good. Like if you're not casting 40 feet every time, you might not catch that fish. My second tip also, first cast is always the best cast. If it's not a good cast, just reel up and just recast so you're right on his head. Then I got one more tip. If you're having trouble finding your hook, look for a splash. And also, if you have your gain higher, you'll be able to see your hook easier. It's a beautiful day out, but I'm here to show the poles and talk about some stuff that some people may do. Okay, first of all, trolling motor. Some people tend to put the live scope transducer on their trolling motor. A lot of pros do that. I have always just put it on the pole because I find it's easier, and we also use a foot pedal. So you get the one hand fishing, other hand twisting the live scope pole, and the one foot on the pedal. That's just easiest. So I'm gonna talk about the poles now. For the pole, we're running a Summit pole. We've had Arc Lab in the past, and we found that it's just moved around way too much when you're trolling at high speeds, and this has just worked good for us. Our boat, it's like the hull is big, so you gotta extend the scope. Here, I'll come back to this one here. Then we put the live scopes in here in this little Summit fishing thing. You can twist it any direction. You can move it around on this running board right here. Okay, I'm gonna show you what we do with the pole. So we put it in the water, and then since our boat hull is like deep, you gotta like extend it, and then transducer just clips onto there. We have a little Velcro to put the cord so it doesn't get tangled as well. That's kind of it. I just gave you the settings that work for me. It's kind of personal preference, but these settings worked for me and gave me the clearest picture. So I kind of just gave you a lot of tips and settings, and it's kind of just spending time out the water. That's how you're gonna get better and learn the live scope better.